Welcome everybody to week one. Hopefully you found the orientation module helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know as we go. So this entire course is about career success and finding a career that works for you. You're still early in that stage, so let's talk about kind of setting up your self-reflection, choosing a career, and the difference between a career and a job. So really, a job versus a career. And what I want you to explore this week is what that means to you. The career is kind of the overall umbrella. The jobs are the things that build up to it, kind of the parts of the formula that equals the solution, which is the career. But I want you to understand the different makeup of those things as we go throughout the entire course. This week is more about the setup. And again, every week I'll have this little introduction to set you up as to what you'll be reading about. So the video, I love that video, it talks about finding a mission. So if you wake up every day and align it with the values that you have, is it still aligning with those questions that you asked? Do I like this? Is this me? Do I want to do that? Are the rewards and the satisfaction that it gives me still a part of who I am? And that changes. I'll share some of my experiences with my career changes throughout this course as well. So let's talk about super self-concept theory in the chapter. So there are all kinds of different things that were highlighted in that little blue box, but understanding that we differ in our abilities, interests, and personalities. Every occupation requires a pattern of those abilities. We're qualified for a number of occupations when some of us aren't qualified for a number of occupations. Selecting a career involves the following stages. So growth, which you are completing right now, you're always growing. Exploration, you're really in that stage right now, trying to figure out what do I like to do, what majors do I like, what skills do I like, and then establishment, so trying to find yourself a stronghold and being set there. Maintenance is trying to keep that consistent throughout. Disengagement is maybe when you leave a job. So all kinds of different stages that you can look at throughout that concept theory. Now, I'm not asking you to memorize all that stuff, but just use that as a foundation and a framework as you move throughout the course. So what does it mean to have career satisfaction, but also the career factors that go into that? So career satisfaction, I'll share my story. I made a lot of money working at State Farm several years ago. I sold insurance of every variety, and I absolutely hated it. It's just one of those that did not bring me satisfaction. I did not like going to work. But now, as I teach, I love every minute of it. I do not make as much as I did when I worked at State Farm, but my satisfaction is much greater now. So it's not all about the money. So attitude and commitment. My attitude going to work might have shown in my job performance, things like that, but also the rewards and the benefits. Silly questions. Do you want to work in an office? Do you want to work outside? Do you want flexible time? Do you want vacation time? Do you want paternity, maternity time? I mean, all kinds of different things that I want you to go deeper than just the how much money does it make? When do I show up? Where do I show up? Ask questions and think about where do you like to be? What do you like to do? What do you like to see? How do you like your schedule to be dictated? Do you want to be on a computer? Do you want to be writing things out? They seem like silly questions, but start asking those things and start compiling those questions. And then job composition. So is your career made up of certain types of jobs? So again, we work backward when we're trying to figure it out. What would I like to be doing for the rest of my life, your career, and what jobs will allow me to do that? That comes second. Don't find the job first, then the career. Figure out a career that aligns with your values. And we'll talk about that throughout this semester, about the values and making sure that they continually align. So once again, remember, we'll always have this little upfront video to talk about key terms. You'll have your video to annotate. You'll have a journal to submit a career applied activity about your careers, and then you also take a quiz at the end, which will build up to you kind of a portfolio for you to look at to take into your career selection process. But make sure to read the article, watch the video, listen to this, and read the chapter. A couple weeks do have 2 chapters as well. So look forward to working with you. Anytime you have a question, let me know. That's week 1. I'll talk to you week 2.